Hello, my friends. I am Dr. Bree, and today I want to share with you one of my most close to my heart practices, and that is meditation. We're going to talk about how to meditate and how you can do this in just 3 steps. I'm going to show you my special 3x3 process, which is 3 steps for meditation, how you can do it in just 3 minutes, and how doing this 3 times a day can literally change your life. So let's first start with the 3 steps for meditation, how to meditate in 3 easy steps. So step 1 is you need to find a place to sit. Now, you may have this impression in your head that you have to sit cross-legged like I am right now on the floor in this Zen-like meditation position. That's just not true. If you need to start lying down on your back, hopefully, you won't fall asleep, but if you need to be lying down on your back with your knees bent up, that's totally fine. Or if you need to sit in a chair with a straight back, you can even lean your back into the back of the chair as long as you're not slouching. The key is you just need to be in a position where your spine is going to be really tall and lifted. The reason we want a tall and lifted spine, where your sitting bones are reaching away from the crown of your head so you have length in your spine, the reason we want this is, first of all, so that the energy can really flow through our body. Secondly, it's so that it's easier to breathe, because breathing, as you'll see, is really very important in this. So you want to be able to sit with a straight spine. Now, again, my favorite way to sit is actually on this little meditation cushion. I love this cushion. I got it online. I think it's wonderful, but you can also sit on the edge of some folded up blankets or a yoga block if you have a nice firm yoga block. You can also, again, like I said, sit in a chair. Just find a position where you are comfortable, and again, your spine can be long and straight. No slouching. The nice thing about being propped up on a cushion or yoga blocks or the edge of a folded up blanket is that if you have tight hips, you want to sit fairly close to the edge so that you're not like this. Because again, when you're like this with your legs, your spine is going to round. So find that great position. Step 2 is we need to breathe. This is pretty basic, but basically what we want to do is think about breathing deeply all the way around into your core canister, this whole area deep into your pelvic floor, around into your low back, your low belly, your side ribs. Everything expands as you inhale, and then as you exhale, everything gently draws inward and the air comes out. This is basically the breathing style I always describe in Fem Fusion videos, so you should be very familiar with this. But the key with meditation is we want to really make it a very gentle and calm practice. We don't want to be too crazy about it. So a nice, gentle, slow and easy breathing where you expand as you inhale, and then as you exhale, all the air comes out. We want to be doing this through our nose. It's very calming and soothing to the parasympathetic nervous system to breathe in and out through your nose. It's also very calming and soothing to your parasympathetic nervous system to make your exhale a little bit longer and slower than your inhale. So that's something to consider, but I would not stress about it. Basically, we just want to breathe easily, slowly, gently, and calmly. So again, that inhale, and then the exhale. All right. Step 3 is you want to tell your thoughts when they come, because they will, that you'll play with them later. The point of meditation is really to have a very still, calm mind. The point is not to, berate yourself if you have thoughts come in and you can't keep a clear mind. That is not the point at all. The point is to just sort of let them float on through and then move away. So when those thoughts come into your brain, you want to just tell them, like I said, hey, great that you're here. I'll play with you later. You can just go away right now. It's all good. I'll play with you later. I'll come back to you. Any thought that is meant to stay with you for the long haul, you will remember. It will come back to you. So don't worry about having to remember that thing that comes into your mind. It will come back. I promise you. If you're worried about forgetting things before you go into meditation, then I encourage you to make a little list. Have a journal handy near you. And before you sit to meditate, if there's things on your mind, write them down so that you can start your meditation practice with as blank of a slate as you can. And then Like I said, when those thoughts do come into your mind during your meditation practice, you can just let them float away. You'll know that they'll come back to you later, and you've had the most important things that were on your mind before already written down, so you're all good. So to recap, our steps are: step 1, find a place to sit where your spine can be long and tall. Step 2 is we need to breathe. Remember, slowly, calmly, and easily. Step 3 is when the thoughts come through your brain, we need to just tell them that we'll play with them later. So this is really, really easy. It's really simple. It does not have to be something that you have to be a monk on a mountaintop to master. Now let's talk about the 3 by 3 by 3 process. We've already talked about the first part, which is that there are 3 steps to meditating. The second 3 in this 3 by 3 by 3 process is that we're going to do this for 3 minutes. That's pretty doable. Most people can have maybe 3 minutes to spare in the morning when they wake up. I find that this is one of my favorite ways to start my day. You also might find that your 3 minutes is easier for you to come by maybe when you're in your car and you just have turned off your car, you're about to go into work. You can probably spare 3 minutes. You can probably arrive at work 3 minutes early so that you can just sit in the parking lot and do this meditation practice. Or maybe it's on your lunch hour. Either way, 3 steps to meditate, 3 minutes to do it. And then the last part of this 3 by 3 by 3 is do it 3 times a day. Set yourself a goal to do it 3 times a day whenever is convenient for you. So perhaps morning, lunch hour, and before bed. No matter what, you're gonna find that this 3 by 3 by 3 process is literally going to do magic and miracles when it comes to calming your system. Calming your system helps you have more focus. It helps keep you from being scattered all over the place. It helps calm your nervous system. This in turn helps your digestion. It helps your hormone balance. It helps regulate pain. It helps with muscle tension and headaches. Honestly, this will change your life. So let's go ahead and see what 3 minutes actually feels like. Right now, let's do our 3-step process. So I'm actually gonna turn to my side so you can see how I'm sitting up nice and tall. Again, if I'm back here, if I'm hanging off the end of my thing, I'm not gonna be sitting up tall. So I want my bum to be, in the middle, propped up in the middle, even a little closer to the edge so I can be really tall and lifted. I wanna make sure that my ribs aren't jutting forward like this. I wanna be lengthened from my tailbone and my sitting bones through the crown of my head, rolling the shoulders down my back. Palms can be up to receive universal energy, or they can be on your thighs. Or if you're like, what the heck are you talking about? Just do whatever you want with your hands. So hands are relaxed. And remember, we now breathe. So breathe down into your belly, into your pelvic floor, and then exhale through your nose, nice and slow and easy. This next time when you breathe, I want you to think about breathing a little more into your back body and your side body, breathing and expanding all the way around as you inhale. And then exhaling slowly and easily out your nose, exhaling all that air out. I am now going to be silent and we can talk a little bit more about some extra hints and tips after our 3 minutes is up. So let's go ahead and now do 3 minutes of meditation. Deepen your breath. Maybe exhale out your mouth this last time. Roll your shoulders back, look up and down. Wiggle your fingers. Move your body any way that feels good. Flicker open your eyes. And let's talk. So the next time you practice, you might find a few things. You might find that you need to tell yourself to lower your shoulders. You might find that they're a little too high up toward your ear at the beginning. I know I did. In my head, I thought, ooh, my shoulders need to be lowered. So you might need to lower your shoulders. Again, tell those thoughts when they come by that you'll play later. You don't need to deal with them now. You'll deal with them after your 3 minutes. You'll also hear sounds around you. I don't know if you could hear it, but I actually have a cuckoo bird that lives outside of my house, and I could hear it. I could also hear the other birds chattering. I could hear the ticking of my clock. All of these things, let them just be. Let the sounds just wash over you. And when you can feel that sort of expansive being just a small part of this universe and just allowing that, it's really kind of magical to just surrender to it. So take these 3 minutes, and as you get more practiced at it, and as you allow yourself to surrender more and more, and as you deepen into the practice more and more, you're going to come to just love that feeling of release. So here are some tips that may help you. Like I mentioned at the beginning, this journal, having a journal nearby you so that you can write down any thoughts before you start your meditation is a great idea. But it's also handy to have it nearby so that if you came up with anything during your meditation that did kind of stick in your mind and you're remembering it now, write it down. Sometimes your best ideas are actually going to come when you are in silence. We are so filled with the noise of the outside world that often we can't even tell what our true inner spirit wants. And so when those thoughts actually do come to you and they stick, or they just can't be shaken away, or they come back after your meditation as you've told them to, write them down. Those are inspired thoughts. Those are probably something you should follow up on. Then the next tip I have for you is if you are an essential oils user, as I am, you might consider rolling on an essential oil before you start your practice, or smelling an essential oil, or putting it in your diffuser. So some oils that can be helpful are sandalwood, which is a wonderful oil for prayer and meditation. Patchouli, which is the oil of physicality and grounding. Another great one for me is vetiver, which really helps me focus. There is a blend that doTERRA, the company that I use and love, offers called In Tune, which is their focus blend. And that may be one that you want to rub on your forehead, on your third eye, or on your chest, your heart area, to help ground you into the practice. You can also roll it onto your feet. Another way that you can use essential oils is with a personal inhaler. This is an aromatherapy inhaler. So I just drop some essential oils on this little cotton wick that goes inside of this metal inhaler. And then there are little dots on the top, little holes that allow the scent to come through. So you can take a couple deep breaths right before your meditation and just inhale that aroma. And these plant essences, these plant compounds, can actually help lower your blood pressure, lower your cortisol levels, and just chill you out so that you can relax into the practice more easily. Another thing that may be helpful for you is to do meditation after you've gone on a walk, or done some yoga, or done something to move your body. Moving your body is a natural stress reliever and anxiety buster, and so it can really help settle you before you sit in your meditation practice. The last thing is to be sure that you're not meditating on a stomach that is too empty or too full. So if I am starving, if I just feel so hungry, it's going to be really hard for me to focus my mind on anything. But on the same hand, if I'm super full and my belly's just gurgling and my whole energy is going toward digesting something big, then that is not going to be helpful for meditation either. You want your energy to be able to really flow, and your thoughts to be able to focus in the way that we've talked about. You want to be able to breathe expansively and deeply, and so it's really best to have that nice neutral stomach and neutral feeling of fullness, satiation, not too hungry, not too full. So later on, as you get more practiced with meditation, you might enjoy adding in affirmations or visualizations where you visualize something that you want in your future, some picture of health or something that you want to manifest into your reality. You can add those in later, but for a first step in this meditation journey, I highly recommend this 3x3x3 method. 3 steps, 3 minutes, 3 times a day. It's really easy and anyone can do it with really no equipment, minimal time, space, effort, all of that. So I hope you'll give this a try. If you do so, please let me know how it works for you. Leave a comment and also subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share it with a friend. As always, I hope you'll remember to eat clean, move every day, and you will shine brighter. If you're interested in essential oils and the essential oils I use to help with my meditation practice and just general healthy living, please send me a message. And you can also check the video notes for links that may help you out. So I appreciate your time, and I am thinking of you, and I am blessing you, and I am loving my Fem Tribe. So thanks as always for watching. I'll see you next time.